So I'm back in the Eurospin car park again, but not because I want to make some sort of interesting cinematic thing. I've got a shopping list I need to do. The lady's just parked right in front of me. I think I need to speak a bit more clearer on this one because I'm using my phone mic instead of my actual mic. Just can't be bothered to set it up, to be honest. Just can't be bothered. Really can't be bothered. Today's been a day, man. Look, it's dark outside. I'm doing food shopping. Like, it's not exactly glitz and glamour, is it, when it comes to being a filmmaker in Sicily? Hey, I moved to Sicily to be a filmmaker, and and all my vlogs are at night. You know, there's stuff I'm doing during the day. I'm pretending as though people are attacking me in the comments saying, "Oh, you always make vlogs at night," but you know, no one really comments anything that's critical. So it's just my own inner critic that I want to be getting out and doing more stuff during the day. But here I am. The day's got to 6:20. I'm in the car park, talking to myself in the car. And yet today's actually been a good day of sorts. You know, I woke up early-ish, had a call at 10 for this potential other sort of work, you know, cash work to pay the bills, to get bread on the table. And that's a whole thing. I'm not going to talk about that until I know what's happening with that, but it's good to have other revenue streams because you need to. At this stage, you know, like, I'm not a YouTuber that's making money. I'm not a filmmaker that's making money. I'm just a guy that needs to put bread and food on the table. Well, bread is food. I need to put food on the table for myself and for my wife. And if I can do anything more than that, that's great. That will allow me time. That will allow me peace of mind. That will make my films better. That will make my vlogs better. That will make anything better. So what is it that I want to speak about today? There's many things I could speak about, and they're all eluding me right now. I think, you know, I think I did a video a few weeks ago, which was, I'm not doing enough. But let's put it down as, I'm doing all I can right now, given the circumstances, given everything. You know, we have these grand dreams, grand goals. You know, me, filmmaker in Sicily, making films, making feature films. I'm going to do that one day. It's going to happen. Every single day, trying to do something, whether it's small. Sometimes just making these videos, I feel, is trying to do something. Because at least I'm talking about it, at least I'm thinking about it. And so we have to focus on what we are doing. What are we doing? You know, today was a step towards trying to figure out this mystery of making enough money to sustain us, and making enough money so that you are able to pursue, so that I'm able to pursue this whole dream here. So I did that this morning. I did something that contributed towards that. Then I consulted with Gloria. Then I consulted with my mum about these things. It's all things that are inactive, because I was speaking to my mum on the phone and I was feeling upset and I was feeling all these things, and she was reminding me that you're in the middle of a process. And I said, but you know, I'm 29, should I not have it figured out already? She's like, no, you're in the middle of a process and you're doing as good as you can right now, and you just got to keep going, got to fight the good fight, and you've got to be positive about the things you are doing. And I mean, she was saying more than that, but this is how I'm internalizing it and how I'm projecting back out again. It's this idea of positivity, of embracing the responsibility that I'm taking on. And you know, it's the responsibility that brings me a lot of stress, but I want that responsibility at the same time. I'm standing up, trying to be counted, trying to be a good husband, trying to be a good person. And some days are more actively out there than others. Some days the day gets away from me because I've got so much on my mind and I don't have an opportunity to go out and film something. And I have plans to go outside and film something, but you know, it's raining, or you know, I'm needed back at the house quickly to do something. You know, I last 2 days I've taken my tripod with me to the gym to film something interesting outside of the gym, to just reframe these vlogs in a way that shows a bit more of Catania. But the reality is I couldn't do that today because I got called home early. I had to speak to my mum. I had to bail on a friend to speak to them on the phone because I just didn't have enough time. You know, life is Life will always get in the way, and it's fine. Life is like that. And it's just about showing up. It's about showing up every day and trying to do what you can. And that's the most realistic piece of advice you're going to see, I think, on this platform. If anyone's watching this, if you're seeing people waking up at 4:30 a.m., going to the gym 3 times, eating really nutritious foods, doing all these sorts of things, those people may be doing that, but it's not helpful for you to compare yourself to those people doing those things, because the reality is, if you have anything more about you, if you're in a committed relationship, if you're trying to do something which is more than yourself, that requires thinking about others more than yourself, then you can do all that bull crap. You can wake up at 4:30 a.m., you can do everything. But the reality is, if you have people relying on you, if you have to be present in people's life, but if people want, for example, my wife wants my attention because she loves me. And I love that. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to be wanted in that way. So if I'm off gallivanting, doing all sorts of crap all day, and I'm never home because I want to stick to this kind of ridiculous routine and spout this ridiculous narrative about everything is about discipline, you cannot build relationships unless you practice discipline, blah, 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 blah. The reality is, life is a bit more messy than that. Like the life is sticking to consistency, sticking to discipline, and uploading something every day. The reality is, it can't always be this perfect thing. Sometimes, and as of late recently, it's 3 times, it's in the Eurospin car park. 2 times to try and do something interesting. This time to go try to fit this in before food shopping, and then going home and cooking for my wife. So this is it, really. We've got to focus on what I am, what am I doing? That's what I'm thinking to myself. Everyone, you have to focus on what you are doing. Try not to get bogged down in what you're not. And what you're not doing, you'll have fine time. You can keep consistent without being a psychopath, without making others feel bad, without projecting this unrealistic thing of I can't get over this guy who did 3, and he's putting other stuff out there, like running a marathon, half marathon, saying everything is in your mind, man. Everything's in your mind. Yes, everything is in your mind, but doesn't mean you have to be a twat about it. You don't have to be a prick about it. And it's been that sort of a day, man. It's been really that sort of a day. High emotion, high stress. And I'm still trying. I'm still trying to show up, just for myself. Really, there's nothing active I can say that I've really can put. I'm trying to make something interesting into a vlog. I'm just trying to share my own truth, share my own authenticity, and sometimes I don't always have something specific to talk about. But it's good to talk, even if no one's watching, and so that I can look back in 5-10 years time, and I don't think there's any chance I'll be embarrassed by this. I'll be thinking, wow, look at that. There was something really going on that day, on the 20th of February, and I'll remember what it was. I'll remember the stress of savings going down, stress of knowing you need to find other ways to make money, but then having to deal with the fact that I'm living abroad in a place where there's not really much opportunity for work, whether that's, and I'm still not even registered as a taxpayer, I don't have a tax number yet, so that also limits what I can do. And the fact that my career has been in an odd jobs in film and trying to build stuff within the film industry. That does not look good on LinkedIn when you're applying for other sorts of jobs, like salary jobs. That's the reality. It's not that I'm incompetent. It's not that I'm lazy. It's not any of those things. It's not that I can't do whatever these people are doing. But the reality is, the job market is so unbelievably saturated that it's just a lot harder to find remote positions. As someone like me, whose experience has been in film, and it's been based on relationships, it's been based on opportunities that have been put in front of me that I've tried to take, and whether I've been able to take them or not as other things. It's many different things that I'm very, very, very grateful for. Very grateful for. But in these tougher moments, when we need money to sustain us, and I'm trying to apply for other jobs, trying to put myself out there, trying to do anything, it has its challenging moments when we live in a world of LinkedIn and online applications, when it's very competitive. And I'm really not complaining. I'm just trying to give some sort of background for my own rationale right now, just my own sense of worth, my own sense of reflection. And it's so funny, you see all these, side note, you see just Italian guys in their 50s with their white hair and their cool Prada sunglasses, glasses frames. It's been a day. It's really just been a day, and that's really fine. I have so much love and support around me. I think I just miss my friends. I miss my friends. My brother and my sister are arriving tomorrow, and they're going to be here for a few days. It's going to be great. And I think with that, we'll be able to make a few more interesting videos. I've got some ideas to try and talk to them, interview them, see how they're doing. Maybe the three of us can do a video together. I think it would be fun. But yeah, I'm hungry. I need to go get some food. Today's a quick one. Today's just about staying consistent and reflecting as always. It would be great if these videos were something more than just reflections. It would be great if there was something more tangible, that like, this is exactly what I'm doing today. But you know, the reality is what I'm doing today for my filmmaking is that I had a conversation with someone this morning about remote advisory sales roles, something that wouldn't take too much time but potentially brings in a bit of money. And that's the thing. It would be the same if I was in London, if I was an actor and I was working as a waiter. It would be the same if I was Stephen King, a writer who was working in a laundry mill or working as a school teacher. We shouldn't create unrealistic things that we have to have everything, that we have to be like the Damien Chazelles of this world, who have become Oscar-winning filmmakers at the age of 27. We all have to do something to survive. And that's what I did. I tried to put my foot one step forward towards survival first, and that is a step forward towards establishing a film career here in Sicily. It's all part of it. It's all part of the same process. And my tone may seem aggressive and aggravated, but it's just my own frustrated or intense self today, not projected at anyone else. But look, there's Eurospin, the Eurospin sign, as always, guiding us in the light. Time for some shopping. Let's go have some food.